Hi, good afternoon. This is Allie Kemp, your local event investigator for Eustis, Mount Dora, and Umatilla.
The perfect getaway is just minutes away. Mount Dora, someplace special to play, shop, dine, stay. Discover your Mount Dora weekend at GoMountDora.com.
Hey Brian, how are you?
Hello, Allie. I'm absolutely fabulous, except that I woke up this morning sitting on my pool deck in shorts, and now it's cold outside.
And you didn't prepare, did you?
No, I didn't, because you and I had planned to do the broadcast from Donnelly Park with the lights on. However, with the howling wind
and the rain,
it just will not make great for the equipment. So here we are now, live from the studio of Bill Squire's Copper Creations, one of the outstanding artists that participates in the Mount Dora Spring Show and the Mount Dora Craft Fair, renowned all over the country for his creations in Tavares, which also happens to be the home of Lake Dora Sushi and Sake. Yes. And I'm happy to say I'm sharing some of that hot sake with you right now, so cheers to that.
Cheers on a nice cold night.
Absolutely. So, what are we talking about today, Allie?
We're going to talk about the events in Mount Dora. So tell me, what's going on this weekend? I know there's a lot going on.
Well, Mount Dora has an exceptional lineup for the Christmas season, and obviously starting with Saturday night for Light Up Mount Dora, which was very, very well attended.
Wasn't it fabulous? I mean, didn't you enjoy that tree just dancing away?
Yeah, and that, of course, was separate from the actual light up part in compliments of Main Street Leasing, and we're very happy to have that tree. You'll get to see that every night in Mount Dora if you're there. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition to the lineup. We have so many events which Visit Mount Dora, the group that myself and many others that you know, Janet and Terry Abbott, are on the board of directors. We have created a way to market that and promote these activities to the general public through www.mountdorachristmas.com. And if you look at that site, you will find there's something going on.
Many things.
Many things. And let's talk about some of those things.
Yes.
And we're going to jump around a little bit on the calendar because some of them are more important than others in terms of making reservations and planning. The first thing I'll talk about is the Christmas Eve and the Christmas Day dinners at the Lakeside Inn. These are something new that has been started by the new owner of the Lakeside Inn, Jim Gunderson.
Why are we talking about Christmas Eve?
Well, because we have to make reservations way in advance.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is I talked to Jim Gunderson on Sunday at the open air market, and they did a Thanksgiving buffet. They had over 800 people that they served.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. And every one of my guests at Tremaine Street Cottages, which you know that I own and operate, were at that banquet event, and they said it was fabulous, highly recommended. So I'm bringing this up because...
Okay, advance notice.
Advance notice. You need to make a reservation now if you intend to take part in the Christmas Eve dinner.
And the number is?
Well, I don't have it with me, but if you go to the Lakeside Inn website, which is lakeside-inn.com, you can get the contact information for Kim, who will take your reservation gladly and get you into one of these dinners. Now, there are a number of other folks in the area doing this as well. I'm not sure what that interruption was, but
I don't know.
Halloween is over.
It is,
wasn't
isn't it? Yes. I am still missing my board.
Here, hold on.
I have
to take a breath.
Yeah, well,
Cheers.
Wait, I'm empty.
Oh, let's fix
here.
that. Let's fix that.
Yes. It's real chilly
And
out.
folks, if you want to experience Japanese culture at its finest and sake,
Authentic, yes.
you need to come to Lake Dora Sushi.
Absolutely.
And, that's right. Okay, so I understand that Pisces Rising is offering also a Christmas Eve banquet, a Christmas Day banquet as well. So You can Google.
We'll Google
Pisces
that and
rising.
everything.
Yeah,
but let's
yeah.
talk about this weekend. Okay,
All
we'll
right.
worry. We'll talk about that
All right.
next week.
So
okay?
what's going on this
The Christmas
weekend?
walk, right?
Christmas walk.
Whoa, absolutely fabulous on that one.
This thing
Decades.
is decades old now. And our organization, Visit Mount Dora, used to have this event and sponsor it. But it's grown so much, we decided that we're going to turn it over to the city and to the Chamber of Commerce to let them handle it. So now we expect, because we're promoting it, that it's going to be better attended than it's probably ever been. So the planning is in place now. We expect anywhere from 5,000 to 15,000 people on the streets that night. It's going to be a lot of shopping, Santa cookies, hot chocolate,
caroling.
It's going to be wonderful. So all of the things you would expect to have on Christmas Eve, you can see at the Christmas walk. So I highly recommend that you attend that.
Absolutely. And then we also have the parade.
The 52nd annual. Can you believe that? 52nd annual
Are you that
Mount
old?
Dora
Are you
Christmas.
that old?
No, ma'am. I still have many years to go before
Me
I reach
too.
the 50 mark. So happy to say. However, Saturday, December 3rd, 1 o'clock.
Now, also, too, I don't want to forget about this, but you remember we talked about Scott's Maze Adventures?
Scott's Maze. That's
Yes.
something you mentioned to me before. Now, I've been out there. That is a fabulous venue, just a couple of miles outside of Mount Dora.
Right, and we have 2 weeks left. And this weekend from 10 to 5, as well as next weekend from 10 to 5, this is the last time they're going to have it for the rest of the year. And as we know, it's a 7-acre corn maze. And what I didn't know is that they had a 3-acre tree maze.
Yes.
So does that mean you get to go swing through the trees?
Well, I guess that depends on what you want to do, but yeah. I mean,
I haven't quite figured that out. And then they also have for the children the 60-foot super slide, and they have a zip line.
Yes. I think that zip line is something they just added, because when I went there last year, they did not have that, or at least it wasn't operational when I went.
I wonder if it's like through the trees and through the corn mazes.
Well, it would have to be through the trees. There aren't any trees in the cornfield, so I'm assuming it must be in their stand of trees.
It might not be too good
Right.
with the spots and everything. So they have all kinds of events for the kiddies especially. And if you really want to play a naughty little joke, you have the little kids go there and you go through your corn maze and see if they can find you.
And believe me, you can get lost easily in there.
Well, you know me, I'm directionally challenged, so I won't go there on that one. Now, we also spoke about the Lakeside Inn. Okay, we had the Children's Christmas Teddy Bear Tea. Now, this Saturday from 7 to 10, we're going to have Johnny Carlson, the pianist. And if you love jazz, because he's really, you know what, there's a pattern here going on. He is there every weekend.
Nice.
Yes, so anytime that you feel that you need to go have some jazz, a little bit of wine, vino.
And I assume that's taking place in Tremaine's Tavern.
Yes, it is. Tremaine's Tavern, yes.
Fabulous. Saturday, 7 to 10. I haven't attended that yet, but now that you've mentioned it to me, I think I'll have to go check that out for sure.
We have to go do that and kind of see what's going on.
Cool. And then the only other thing I have, because the rest of the month is still full of things, but I don't want to get too far ahead. The last and probably most important event for children would be the Christmas in the Park with Snow.
Oh, but that's 2 weeks away.
Well, that's the 10th.
Okay, we'll give you
advance notice. And this is wonderful. They truck in tons of ice, and they cover the entire hill in Donnelly Park, and the children are able to sled down in the snow.
Does that mean we get to slide down?
Well, they probably let you do it, Allie, but most adults have to wait because 5,000 people show up for this event. No, I've done it, so I'm okay with
Do
it.
you use a little disc or you just
No, they have their own version of that sled thing that they use. It's fun to watch. And there's a video on MountDoraChristmas.com that you can see. So I bring the kids out. It's a great evening.
And it's free.
Yeah, December 10th. There's a lot of food, games, fun. It's just fabulous. If you bring a can of food to donate, you get a pass to go to the fast lane.
That's right.
And it's for charity. It's wonderful. And again, I keep bringing this up. This is another Parks and Recreation of Mount Dora, Roy Hughes, my friend, event. It's fabulous. And I'm happy to say visit Mount Dora, Tremaine Street Cottages, WhatToDoInMountDora.com are all sponsors of this wonderful event in Mount Dora.
Absolutely. Now, also, too, I know we've talked about over and over and over again, Paul's of Mount Dora Yappy Hour. And we have some footage that we have of the dog park, because not many people know that there's a dog park in Mount Dora.
That's right.
They have the small, they have the medium, and they have
And
the
the
large
large.
dogs. So take a peek at our little video, and perhaps you can bring your little pup there. I've discussed Yappy Hour and Paws of Mount Dora, and I thought that it would be a good idea to show you the dog park in Mount Dora. And we have the park for small, medium, and large dogs. And I have Callie, as you can see. Callie and Sophie just have a wonderful time together. And you can see for yourself and bring your little pet along and have fun.
Yep, and all of my guests at Tremaine Street Cottages that use that facility absolutely love it. So it's definitely worth visiting, without a doubt.
Absolutely. Well, I think we have said quite a bit this evening.
If anybody watches this 10-minute video, I'll be surprised. But there's a lot of stuff happening in Mount Dora, folks. So,
And this is only week one.
Week one. And not to mention the surrounding area, Tavares and Eustis, which Sherwood and Allie will be reporting on, are full of events.
Absolutely.
So you can get your fill of Christmas and seasonal holiday events. So stay tuned.
Be there or be square. This is Allie Camp,
And Brian Young.
Lakey TV. Hey, Brian.
No, it's a cut. Right away, I gotta tell you right now, is when you talk into it, talk directly into it. Straight into it. Because when your voice waves, when you're talking, are going straight in.
Do we need?
Go talk straight into it, and when he talks,
Put it up to my mouth.
put it up to his mouth. Like this.
Yes, boss.
It's gonna really increase the production value.
All right, boss.
Don't keep it between you.
Production
Hold it at
value.
you.
Boom.
Not cheat, and
Right at his.
that's a blooper.
Okay? So you're talking straight down into it.
Like this.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. Is that better?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hey, Brian, how are you?
No.
Oh, me.
When you talk, hey Brian, how are you? Right there, like that. All right, then you. Okay.
Take two.
Take two.
We're going to talk about. You go.
There's your blooper.
Your blooper.
Hopefully we can edit. Okay. So what are we talking about today, Allie?